Welcome to Koco Sports Smackdown Review. I'm the huge one, Dave Koco from CocoSports.com and CocoSports.net. Takes you to the same place, your home for combat sports, where the world comes to gas, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. And I am finally joined by my tag team partner, Rob. Rob, welcome back to Smackdown Review. It's been a while. Does it feel good to be back?
I was told we were doing weekend review. I feel like I've been bamboozled and swindled, and my favorite wrestler's been injured.
Yes, and that's the big thing going on right now. You can read on CocoSports.com or WWE.com because, you know, obviously the big sites like Koco Sports don't need your hits. It's that up-and-coming site like WWE.com. But both of them are reporting that your main man, Roman Reigns, has emergency surgery because of a hernia. He will not be at this week's pay-per-view, which I'm not really high on the pay-per-view to begin with, but I know this hurts you a lot because, you know, you love Roman Reigns more than a straight man should. So I'll let you go first. How crushed are you on a scale of I stubbed my toe in the middle of the night and the terrorist strapped a grenade to my balls? How devastated are you by this news?
I'm gonna say it's about a 5. About a 5 or 6.
All right, so yeah, it was one of the matches I was looking forward to. It was kind of weird that they gave it away for free earlier in the week, but I don't know much about hernias. I know it's painful as shit because I've seen other people get hernias, and I know as a kid I was told by doctors. I know this is too much information, but I have an outie belly button. So, like, they said if you have an outie belly button, you're more likely to get a hernia. And I said, you know what? I'm just not going to work out. Let's see. Oh, my God, hernia. No. But from what I know, it's painful as shit. But I don't know how long you'll be out for a hernia. I mean, it had to be a major hernia for a big guy like that to have surgery, especially emergency surgery. How long? Dr. Google. We had last show we had Mr. Google. Now we need Dr. Google. How long can you be out for a hernia? But yeah, he will not be at the pay-per-view, even though during SmackDown they did show, he was healthy at SmackDown's taping, so it looked like, hey, he's gonna fight his buddy, but now it's not going to happen. Are you still in shock?
I hope Dean Ambrose doesn't go for the world title. Like, they don't go like, hey, WrestleMania 31. We're going to have Ambrose beat fucking Lesnar for the title. Because that just means he's going to get some kind of injury.
Gotcha.
Two guys in a row.
There has been internet rumblings that Vince isn't confident that Roman Reigns is getting over, and he wants to bring back another part-time legend to main event at WrestleMania. So there has been talks that before the hernia, Roman Reigns was in trouble, as far as Vince McMahon, if you believe what the internet is reporting. So to me, it just kind of sucks because the feud and all that. But if you were WWE, what would you do? What would you do for the pay-per-view? Does Seth Rollins just not have a match? Does Dean Ambrose come back?
It's an easy fix because Ambrose was supposed to be scheduled to be done shooting Sunday. And I imagine that this is a big enough thing that they'll call and be like, make sure you're at the pay-per-view. And then all you do is you have Rollins go out whenever it's time for their match and announce that Reigns won't be making it to the ring, that, you know, he kicked the shit out of him and jumped him with Kane, and Reigns wasn't going to be making it back for a little while. And then you have him celebrate and applaud for himself with Kane and then leave the ring. And then between another match later, you have Ambrose attack him and just beat the shit out of him.
That's a possibility, but the problem with that is they already used that angle in the Tampa pay-per-view, and it went over like a wet fart, and WWE.com itself has reported it. So maybe he just repeats what WWE.com reported and just leave the Kane beat-him-up storyline out of it. Because people lost their shit in Tampa because a hero match never happened. And I think if they repeated the same storyline with WWE.com already reporting it, people would lose their shit again. But I think maybe Dean Ambrose coming back from his movie stunts, it has to come back. Either that or he cashes it in. A lot of different options. But one of the matches I was looking forward to on this, in my opinion, week pay-per-view was this match. So it's kind of sad. So, yeah, Roman Reigns will not be on the pay-per-view, had emergency surgery because of a hernia. I don't know how long he'll be out. I'm no doctor, but so he says, oh, okay, right here is quotes. It'd be closer to 6 weeks. So I guess in 6 weeks they'll be back, but I don't know. It's crazy. I
don't think those numbers are for wrestling though. I think those are just for like, going around being normal.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, so I don't know how long Roman Reigns will be out. No matter how many episodes of the Scrubs I watch, I'm still not a doctor. All right. What to say?
I think the real thing is there are two possible things that I think will happen as a direct reaction to this. One is the good ending, which is that this switches Ambrose and Reigns like they should be, because Ambrose is just way more prepared. Maybe Reigns being injured for a little while gives them that chance to see that. And then there's the bad version, which is they panic. It's right before the pay-per-view. Cena could win the title back, and they're like, fuck it, abort, put Cena back on charge again.
Yeah, well, that might be the case. I don't know. I think that's their go-to play. They're like, Zack Ryder stubbed the toe, let's give Cena a title run. And they'll be like, excuse me, Zack Ryder was never in the title picture. Hey, an injury happens. WWE is a dangerous place. If someone gets hurt, John Cena gets the title. Linda McMahon lost the election? Give John Cena the title. What? Stephanie McMahon didn't balance her checkbook the right way? Give John Cena the title. Like, that's their go-to move, anything. What? We're out of milk? Give John Cena the title.
If that happens, I'm calling it now. If three things happen, I'm done.
All right, let's hear it. Rob is laying it out there. He's putting his manhood out. Let me tell you.
One.
Rob is the, let me pump you up a little bit before you give your list of three. One, Rob is the most positive wrestling fan in our whole staff. He can find the good in anything. He's positive Petey. Two, Rob took a break from wrestling, and I was so negative, and he was positive. How can he be so negative? Oh, the negativity is strong in this brand. And three, let's hear. I actually want to hear your list of three things that happen if you're going to walk out. I just want to hear it. I want to hear it. Now, my thing, you have walked away from wrestling, because a lot of people on YouTube say they're going to walk away, or fans say they're going to walk away, but don't. You have walked away from wrestling when it sucks. So I want to. You have walked the walk before. So I want to hear what are the three things that have to happen, because for my co-host to be officially killed, I'll be like, you killed them, you bastards! Positive Koco Sports. Lay out your demands or your threats.
Number one would be Nikki Bella getting a clean victory that makes it look like she's the best wrestler in the match.
All right.
That would be one. Because that would be bullshit. There are two way better wrestlers. Don't get me wrong. I don't think she's as terrible as people think. I just think she's a horrible actress. But
I think she's what's wrong with the human society.
She's decent in match, though.
What's wrong with the human society?
And then
Someone says, what's wrong with the humans? Point to Nikki Bella.
I feel like there are better examples. But number two would be if Ambrose doesn't return for the pay-per-view.
All right. This does not look good. You might have to pack up your bags.
If Ambrose doesn't come back, that's one of them. And the third one is if John Cena wins the title. Unless it is a really cool angle with how they do it. Like, I have to really like the way they do it for me to be okay with it.
I don't know. There's a good chance you're walking away, pal.
I'm just saying. Those are my things.
If you walk away, deep down inside, I want to say thank you for the time you've served in the internet.
No, I'll still watch NXT. I'm just quitting WWE. No, I'm becoming an NXT fan.
All right. Well, I just want to, before we go to live comments, and we're going to ask you for win, loss, or tie. Me and Rob will get win, loss, or tie. I want to say happy birthday to the best the best voice in independent wrestling, Lenny Leonard. I don't think you can be any more successful than Lenny Leonard in life, in pro wrestling, unless you went to WWE. Lenny Leonard is a gentleman and a class act, and he was part of Koco Sports for a short 4 shows. He did his own little thing when we had our own radio network. Those were the best 4 shows ever, Lenny Leonard. Thank you and happy birthday. And also, we have Hook and Shoot. Hook and Shoot used to be a real strong member of the internet inventory, but he's like, you know what? You fat fucks ain't the only ones that can do this. So instead of fucking being part of the internet inventory, I'm going to start my own thing. And on Ustream.tv, channels/Slamcast. I think this is the ultimate heel turn. I'm proud of him, but at the same time, not part of the internet inventory anymore. Starting his own thing and turning his back on Google Plus and YouTube to do Ustream. Yeah. But go check it out. He has like a fancy graphic and everything. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. So yeah, go it out, dude. There's enough time to watch all the internet inventory podcast shows. All right, so go support them. Be like, internet inventory, we still love you, Hook and Shoot. Be awesome.
I don't know. Dave might need a new co-host soon.
yeah. Be like, Slamcast, can you please support us? All right, so win, loss, or tie, then we'll go to live comments. Please, down in the comments below, what you thought of Smackdown, win, loss, or tie. I think me and Rob are switching hats. I went into Smackdown going, what the fuck is this shit? Gotta do fucking YouTube. What the fuck am I doing with my fucking life? And I enjoyed it. It turned me around. I turned into positive Petey. I was like, you know what? I stand by this. And I know WWE and TNA talk. They leave comments on the last thing, and he thinks everything is great. He doesn't agree with me. But I think Raw is the worst wrestling show in ever. I think it's worse than SmackDown, worse than Main Event, worse than NXT, worse than TNA, worse than Ring of Honor, worse than ACW. I honestly think Raw is the worst fucking show of the week. And I was all fucking cranky, like, fuck you, Buccaneers lost, Raw sucks. I enjoyed the show. I'm going to give it a slight win. There was flaws, I assure you, and I give it a slight win. Now, you're heel turning more than Hook and Shoot. You're going to start your own Slamcast show on Ustream? Now listen here, Rob. You're the positive one. Are we actually switching hats? Did you find it win, loss, or tie?
It's a loss because Reigns got injured.
That has nothing to do with the show.
I don't give a shit. He contributed to the injury. Loss.
You know what? We are emotional motherfuckers. Because let me tell you, whatever happens in a real life comes out on these podcasts. Example, you're like super positive. Roman Reigns hurt. You're like, oh, wrestling sucks. Dude, I don't know if you watched Pay-Per-View Profits yet. I aired it right after the Bucks got the living shit kicked out of them on national television. I'm like, fucking pay-per-view is fucking podcast. Make your fucking picks. Like, I was so negative. But you know what? We're human beings. We're not fucking actors. If you want actors, check out other YouTube channels. Oh, that's a fucking burn. Let's go to some live comments. Mr. Google, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your satisfaction level with Google Plus Broadcaster? We promised to improve it, and let's just Friday's NXT review behind this, shall we? Let me tell you something, Mr. Google. You're my fucking... I don't know who you are, and I don't want to know. It's like when Batman sees you. You don't want to know who's behind the mask. I don't want to know who's behind Mr. Google. But Mr. Google, I love you. And yet, I love Google Plus. Cranky McCranky over there was a little upset today. But you know what? We're getting a little bit better. I wrote an open letter to Mr. Google, and Mr. Google responded. All I gotta say is, whoever you are, Mr. Google, whoever you are, my masked hero, let it be known that you picked up my spirits, and thank you for saving me. I love what you did, Google Plus. The Sneaker Addict. Oh shit, the Sneaker Addict. It's going down. First comment right out of the gate. You ready? Rob, this might crush you. The Sneaker Addict says Roman Reigns is boring. Dude has 3 moves.
He has more than 3 moves.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 6 or 7.
Dude, he has way more than that, and he sells fucking amazing.
He does sell better. Sneaker Addict, I am not as big of a Roman Reigns fan as Positive PD over there, but with that said, I feel like I for the president and said, well, at least he's not as bad as the. That's how I feel. I think Roman Reigns is better than John Cena. That's my statement. Is he good? He's better. Like it's kind of like if you voted for Obama.
Hold on. Not only that, let's look at the quality of the limited move set that these guys have, and we'll disregard the differences in how long they both wrestled. Because didn't Cena also come up through OVW and shit too?
Yes, but he was a robot back then.
Yeah, he's still a fucking robot. So let's.
I've been one out in California. I don't know if he went through OVW. Don't quote me on that. But I know he went through the developmental territories because he was a little robot guy, the prototype. And I'm bad at wrestling, but I'm pretty sure some of that is factual.
Okay, so set aside how long they've been wrestling, because Cena should be way further ahead than Reigns, given how long he's been in the fucking business and how many matches he's fucking had. But we'll disregard that. And then we'll disregard the fact that Reigns is far and away, hands down, the better seller. Just no doubt about it. I'll say Cena's better on the mic, but I think in 5 years Reigns will be better on the mic than Cena, to be honest. And I think the other thing is, if you just look at offensive skill set, Reigns' Samoan drop alone is better performed than anything in Cena's entire skill set.
Yeah, you won me over. I don't know if you won the Sneaker Addict over, but you won me over. I think Roman Reigns is better than John Cena. That's the only factual thing I'm going to say about Roman Reigns. And I'm saying at any point in their career. When Roman Reigns was 8 years old, he was a better wrestler than John Cena is today. Is he the greatest wrestler going today? No.
That's Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose does have everything going for him. I'm very high on Dean Ambrose. Forsaken. Dave and Rob. Hell yeah. Sucks to hear about my MVP #1 fantasy wrestling draft pick, Reigns. I really hope he gets well and recovers 100%. Health comes first before work, regardless.
I just want to say, Franielli, if right now you feel like giving up a wrestler so that I can be in the fantasy wrestling league, it might be enough to keep me watching if you were to say, get me Dean Ambrose or Roman Reigns. And you happen to have one of those, and you could part with them.
Well, I did talk to Forsaken, and there's going to be a million new rules and make it a lot more exciting for fantasy wrestling. But the good thing is, I was talking to Forsaken. Forsaken's in the lead in first place by a lot. But now that Roman Reigns is out, his biggest point getter, hell yeah, it's time for the Fighting Kangaroos to win the trophy.
I thought Franielli had Reigns.
What's that?
Doesn't Franielli have Reigns?
I think Forsaken does. I don't know. To the fantasy.
I'm pretty sure Franielli just called him his MVP fantasy draft pick.
No, that was Forsaken. Did I say Franielli?
Yeah.
I apologize to the Franielli and Forsaken family. I can't tell the difference between Internet Infantry members that start with the letter F. I think that officially makes me a racist, and I do have a problem. Did I really call him Franielli? I thought I called him Forsaken.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Well, you know what? If your name starts with the letter F, I don't know, would that be a racist? That really wouldn't be a racist.
Listen, the offer's open to anyone who wants to give me Reigns or Ambrose.
Well, you're gonna have to. There's gonna be tons of rules. We're gonna do a brand new draft, and there's gonna be trades. Forsaken, not Franielli. Make sure that clear up. I'm gonna go back to the tape. If you're trying to ruin my reputation with
when's this draft? Let's focus. When's this draft?
The draft is in the beginning of December.
That is way too long.
Well, yeah, it takes the whole year, and you get a trophy.
This is bullshit. I'm ready to get in. Tag me in.
There's no way you can win. All right, it's up.
Player dies quick. Can I get player dies shit?
No, because player dies was in the draft. You can't just because he's just like I fucking hate negativity and I'm leaving. That doesn't mean he can't get a chance.
Let me just have John Cena, man.
I don't know. Someone has John Cena. I don't know. We'll have to look it up. Forsaken says, I love me some Scrubs. Who doesn't? Scrubs is the greatest fucking show ever. I can't do this all on my own because I know that I'm no Superman. Nice, Forsaken. Plus 10 for you. And 5 new messages. Franielli says, see, Franielli. Now Franielli. And what makes it worse is Franielli and Forsaken are both watching. Great. I'm an Fist. I can't tell people, but all right. Franielli says, bye, Rob. We'll miss you. Sad face. So he's thinking your demands are not going to be dead. Name all the moves. LOL. It's like 3 to 5 moves. Oh, the Sneaker Addict's calling out your punk card. He's calling out your punk card. All right, let's see what the Sneaker Addict also says. He says Superman punch, spear, and run around ring kick is Roman Reigns' moves.
Well, right. You left out his amazing Samoan drop.
All right, so let's count. It's Sneaker Addict versus Rob, the biggest Reigns defender in this side of New Mexico. Here we go.
All right. Clothesline, punch, kick, elbow. Look menacingly.
Really? That's where you're gonna go? I don't know.
Samoan drop.
Punch and kick. I started going towards the Sneaker Addict. You lost.
I don't watch and remember the moves, but I know he's done more. He does the power bomb. He does the Samoan drop. He has at least 5.
Well, there we go.
That he uses consistently.
And the Sneaker Addict says, I like Reigns, though. Don't want to come off as a hater. Just need a few more moves. All right, so I think we got some middle ground here.
I feel like
in
his defense, the few moves he does do, he does exceptionally well, I feel like. I think he really does a great job of doing his moves really well. And I'd rather see a guy slowly add more to his kit and make each one look good than just try and do, I don't know, a Hurricane Rana. I'm not talking about anyone in particular, John Cena, but you need to stop that shit because you can't fucking do it. You're not Rey Mysterio, you uncoordinated piece of shit.
This is one last live comment, and we'll go back. We have to actually start breaking down SmackDown reviews, because if we go to live comments, fucking threaten to unsubscribe. Listen, I'm just going to make this rule out now, Internet Infantry. If you ever come on here and say, I'm going to unsubscribe, just unsubscribe. It's okay. I would rather have passionate fans that are fucking mature enough to call each other boogerheads and not get heartbroken over it than fucking some guy be like, do the show exactly the way I want it, and say the exact things that I want to say, but I'm too afraid to be on YouTube. And if you don't do that, I'm going to unsubscribe and go with someone full of shit and will say what I want to hear. Yay! All right, last comment, then we're going to go back. Then we got to actually start breaking down SmackDown. The Sneaker Addict. I was about to say the Snake Addict. I can't read. There, I admit it. As much as I can't stand Cena, dun, 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 his work with Heyman I am enjoying. You know what?
I do too.
I do enjoy it. And here's the thing. I am a huge John Cena hater. I'm to the point now where, in the beginning it was like, oh, I have reasonable reasons to hate John Cena. Dude, it's got to the point, if I'm fucking dying in a restaurant, John Cena saves me, I'd be like, why the fuck couldn't it have been a real wrestler? I am that fucking angry at that. I cannot root for someone in life, in general, that was handed everything. I just can't. I grew up white, poor trash, and in my opinion, John Cena is handed everything, so it's hard to fucking root for him. It really is. You could say, oh, he worked hard, he showed up, but the reality is, he has handed everything. It's almost hard. But with that said, the John Cena Paul Heyman promo was almost great, and I almost had to come on here and give John Cena props. I really did. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna lose street cred. I'm not gonna be allowed back on YouTube. The Internet Infantry is all gonna fucking be like, if you don't hate John Cena all the time, I'm gonna unsubscribe. I thought that was coming, but then John Cena had to ruin it. This last one, why didn't John Cena just stay down? Why? Why did he have to get up and get the best of Brock Lesnar? It was such a great storyline. It reminded me of the season 1 finale of Arrow. John Cena's talking to Felicity and says, I'm going to go have to fight the Archer. And you can't win. I know. And then I'm just like, oh, I love you, Felicity and John Cena. I can't believe you're going to go fight the Archer even though you can't win. What's going to happen? You almost had that magical moment in wrestling. But nope. Dun, 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 dun. Buy the pay-per-view. I almost fucking liked John Cena. I almost fucking rooted for him, and they had to ruin it. And a lot of people defend John Cena and be like, oh, well, you know what? John Cena doesn't know how to... Well, if he's not flipping the fuck out, flipping tables over, fucking choking people out like the Big Show, be a star, then fuck you. He's a piece of goddamn shit. Because you almost told a great fucking story, and your fucking ego wouldn't let you. On the Smackdown.
Or I would say it's more likely it was Vince wouldn't let him.
That's a possibility.
I would say that screams Vince McMahon wanting Cena to look strong.
Why? It almost told a great story. Paul Heyman was hitting home runs. John Cena was hitting home runs. Brock comes in. And the best part is, it was like, I just, one of my favorite movies ever. And I know a lot of people, just like in pro wrestling, there's different tastes for movies. But one of my favorite movies ever is V for Vendetta. And when I saw V for Vendetta, I was a screenwriting student. And everyone's like, no, Dave, you got to see V for Vendetta. This is your fucking type of shit. You're going to love it. And everyone hyped it up. I never saw a commercial for V for Vendetta. I didn't know the comic book existed. I literally walked into an empty movie theater like the third or fourth week because people in college bugged the living shit out of me to go see V for Vendetta. I sat down, watched V for Vendetta, and I was under the impression like, fuck you. You don't tell me what I like. I fucking know what I like, stupid-ass students and teachers. And when I watched V for Vendetta, I'm like, oh, this is pretty goddamn good. This is really good. But then there's points in the V for Vendetta where they could have screwed it up. And if you have a critical eye, you're like, oh, they're going to fuck this up. Oh, they're going to fuck this up. But they never do, in my opinion. Now, granted, different people have different opinions of movies. And I left going, dude, that was an amazing fucking movie. Great experience, movie. It was the greatest experience I've ever had in a movie theater, really. And I just remembered, like, having that feeling. I was like, oh, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Oh, John Cena's going to screw it up. Oh, he did it. Oh, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, they're going to screw it up. They're going to get in the ring and screw it up. Oh, my God, he suplexed and they did it. Oh, Brock Lesnar's walking away with a smile. They're going to screw it up. They did it. And then, dun, 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 we screwed it up. It would be like V for Vendetta if it was really her father. Remember that line? It was like, oh, he was my father. And you're just like, oh, for the love of fucking God. But then it continues going, ha-ha, we teased a shitty ending and it wasn't. That's what fucking it felt like. It felt like you told a great fucking story. Why couldn't you fucking deliver? Why? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. It hurt me inside. It fucking hurt me as a wrestling fan, as a storyteller. And you know what? The only part that fucking was benefited from this was the asshole you hear today that fucking like, yes, let the world burn so I can bitch on YouTube. And I don't really.
It's like it didn't bother me as much as you.
Dude,
I interpreted it. The way he attacked him was a total cheap shot.
No. Just, dude, all I'm saying is the art of storytelling. If John Cena stays down.
Heel turning.
It's just, I would have to come on here. The guy who, if I fucking met I have met John Cena. But if John Cena saved my fucking life, I'd be like, oh, Dolph Ziggler couldn't save my life? That's where my hatred level for this fucking man lies. With that said, it fucking blows my mind that I almost had to come on air and say he did a great job. I almost had to. I would have definitely got 800 fucking unsubscribes then. And then it would be like, you're positive Petey. Like, don't say it. Don't say it. I'm more negative now than ever. Don't say I'm positive, please. All right, I thought we said we were going to break down SmackDown.
Yeah.
If you don't start breaking down SmackDown, I'm going to unsubscribe.
I told you we should have just done a week in review.
You know what? Fuck you and your week in review. Yeah,
No, this is the week in review. Who's your MVP?
My MVP for this week? Ooh, this is a tough call. I'm going to say Rusev. You can get
Really? Mine's Heyman.
Oh, nice. Nice MVP choice. All right, so this is a little bit week in review. If you want, you can put your MVPs down in the comments. Who was your MVP of the week? All right, we'll start backwards. SmackDown review.
God damn it.
Well, we always start with the flagship show. The flagship show sucks. All right. SmackDown review. Jimmy Uso defeated Stardust in a one-on-one. Very WCW-like booking. This is going to be a tag team match at the pay-per-view, so have them go in a singles match. I enjoyed this match a lot. I know one complaint you had about SmackDown is that they're dragging out the storylines, but I just think it's WWE. I enjoyed the opening match, and it just reminded me of back in old-school WCW booking. Very fast-paced, good opener, got my attention, and going into the SmackDown, I was negative Nelly. I was like, how dare you, SmackDown? How fucking dare you make me watch more fucking Raw? But I enjoyed this match. Overall, what'd you think of the opener?
It was okay. It's the same shit they do all the time.
Listen, we pay you the high price of 36 cents an episode. And that's what you deliver? That's what you
I don't get that price. This is bullshit. I get nothing.
And you like it. Anyway, I was trying to build up your reputation. Then you're like,
Fuck
I'm on
that.
36.
You tried to lie. I had to shoot on you.
Then you go to another podcast like Slamcast or Wrestle Ranting, and you're like, dude, they pay me 36 cents. I don't fucking do anything unless it's 55 cents. And then, bam, that's how business is done. That's best for business.
Well, you should have included me in that plan, because now it's ruined.
What's that?
You ruined that plan already.
All right. Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus defeat The Miz and Cesaro. I know why I like this. Know why I like this SmackDown, and maybe you didn't. This reminded me of old school WCW tactics. I grew up being a WCW NWA fan, and this just had NWA and WCW booking. The tag champs are going to be on the pay-per-view. Put them in a singles match. Two single mid-card champions are going to go at each other. Let's put their opponents in them.
We've done this literally every pay-per-view.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe dude, you're getting negative with age, and I'm getting soft and nice guy with age. I don't know. I wonder. I have a confession. We're going to open up here. I wonder if I only like SmackDown, TNA, NXT, because really, the only time I truly enjoy pro wrestling is Dragon Gate and TNA here and there and NXT. But I wonder if I'm fucking giving SmackDowns all these wins, and TNA all these wins, just because I have to sit through a 3-hour fucking call. You think that's it? You think, like, negative Nelly is becoming soft in his own age? Like, you're positive Petey, and you're definitely becoming a little fucking negative Nancy. But do you think, like, Raw is so bad, it's mentally wearing me down because I watch all these shows, that if it's not as bad as Raw, I'm like, good win by me. And I know it's kind of bad critiquing it that way, but I do try to do a wrestling podcast every day. And I tried to cover North America because that's what the majority of people watch. And I wonder if deep down inside, I'm critiquing myself now, if I'm only becoming a softy McSoft pants because Raw sucks so bad. Or I've been watching so much of this shit, I'm just like, what do you think? You think I'm getting soft in my old age? Because you're definitely getting more negative.
Maybe I'm rubbing off on you and you're rubbing off on me.
Yep, and pretty soon let's be a big flaw of in the middle. All right, I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see the actual single matches. So
I enjoyed it only because R. Ziggler and Damian Mizdow were there.
Yeah, I'm surprised because they're advertising. Sorry, I'm dying a little bit inside. I'm surprised because they're advertising Christian's Peep Show as the pre-show. I'm surprised that Bo Dallas and Swagger ain't on the pay-per-view. Maybe they'll add it last second if they haven't already. And I'm surprised
they just freed up a match slot.
Yeah, our Killings and Damian Sandow. I'm surprised they're not in a feud. I just thought those are two matches I'd like to see. So, but overall, I thought
there would be literally nothing better to me than if they had Ziggler versus Mizdow, and then Ziggler versus The Miz, and in both of them, the wrestlers hit the same big spots and did the same finish. There's nothing that would make me laugh harder than if that happened.
But the good thing is, that I'm going to be positive Petey here, okay? We're switching hats. You're negative Nelly from this show on. I'm positive Petey. The good thing about this show, the good thing about Brock Lesnar being a part-timer and not being the title, does it seem like the Intercontinental title and U.S. title seem a little more important in WWE's eyes? They seem to be booking it a little bit better because those champs are always around. So I know people are so negative about part-timers. Yeah.
One of them does. The other one was out with the flu like a little bitch.
So there you go. And there's a big debate on the internet infantry. We have the D Club. It's people we despise that they just have muscles and kiss ass. Oh, by the way, Vince McMahon and Triple H are at the bodybuilding competition, the big one that's streaming on Koco Sports, and I can't remember the name of because I've never lifted a weight a day in my life. They're just fucking masturbating over it. Triple H and Vince McMahon are like, they have muscles and they never worked on the independent scene. Oh yeah, jerk me off like you're a chick at Atlanta Falcons game. No, but the big controversy about the D Club is muscles and kissing ass. Is Sheamus is busting his ass. We might have to do a separate podcast. Is Sheamus D Club worthy? He might actually just be a pro wrestler now. He might not be part of the D Club. Great. We still have to get scientists and just scientists because it's science. It's a science fact if you're in the D Club, like John Cena, Batista, or in Paul.
Technically, Sheamus now the worst Irishman in the WWE?
I think he always has been. I mean,
Devitt's
he was
the best when it was just like him and Hornswoggle.
I don't know. Do you think? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's better. All right. I might not always be on the Sheamus bandwagon, but you know what? I'm man enough to admit this. He might be better wrestler than Hornswoggle. But he's not better than Fit Finlay. He's not better than Prince Devitt. But
we know he's not better than Devitt.
Muscles that Vince McMahon whacks himself off to. All right, so we enjoyed the match. Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus, beat the business. Moving along. Adam Rose defeats Heath Slater. I don't know why. Like you stand for something. Like this is what I want. Like this is what I stand for. The best wrestler that connects with the crowd should be champion. Pro wrestling should be taken seriously, and the comedy should be brought down to like an opening match or two. That's what I stand for. I'm like, dude, these got to be great fucking athletes, respectable, tell a goddamn story. These are things that I believe in. Adam Rose versus Heath Slater breaks everything I believe in, and normally I would flip the fuck out. I enjoy it. It's like my green eggs and ham. I'm like, fucking Adam Rose, stupid fucking party guy, Heath Slater, fucking Glass Joe, Titus O'Neil, or as Mr. Google, as someone, I don't think it was Mr. Google, I think it was Will. Someone called them oatmeal tits, or tits oatmeals, and dude, I just lost my shit. But, yeah, a fucking rabbit, everything about this screams, Dave Koco fucking hates it. I enjoy it. I'm sorry. I let my people down. I have let what I stand for down. I enjoy Adam Rose, Heath Slater, and I enjoy it all. And I think deep down inside that makes me a bad person. Like when I watch this and have this huge smile on my face about a rabbit jumping around and JBL selling it, there's a part of me that's like.
There was a theory for how they could do the Reigns injury tonight that you would probably love then that I read, which was the Authority would come out and announce Reigns' injury, and then they'd be like, but we're going to give a replacement opponent for your match, Rollins. And, Rollins is really, smug and everything because he knows what's up, and they schedule Adam Rose to be his opponent. And when he goes out and fights Adam Rose, the bunny comes into the ring and just attacks him. And the bunny helmet gets knocked off. Dean Ambrose.
That is straight up Jakara shit right there. Jakara does that shit all the time. And I would love every minute of it. So yeah, that would be great. I also thought, too, if you're going to do the Jakara bunny gimmick, did you ever think you would say that all over the air? If you're going to do the Jakara bunny gimmick, you could also do it where, like, it's Prince Devitt or something. And then boom. Alright, I don't know, because Prince Devitt, probably more like Sami Zayn. Like,
yeah, I was going to say, those guys aren't ready.
Yeah. Well, in WWE standards.
They're not ready.
So, but yeah, Dean Ambrose, the Bunny, that would be a page right out of Chikara, and everyone loves Chikara. So there you go. But JBL and the Bunny in this was absolutely great. I feel dirty that I like it. It's
Is it bad that I really wish they would have a JBL versus the Bunny match?
That'd be the greatest fucking thing in the world.
I want that to be a pre-show match. Like, I don't care. Put Zayn in the Bunny costume. I don't care. Just
I
have
love that
JBL fight the Bunny.
I love that all our pre-show matches that we're hoping for is better than most of the fucking card that's booked already. All right. Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan defeat Big Show and the Lost Matadors. I hate everything about this fucking match. I know the Wyatts are fucking. Everyone loves the Wyatts. I just think they missed out. I think it's over. I mean, they're fucking cool guys that will lose. They're three Dolph Zigglers a year ago.
There are three guys that I think need to just go down to NXT and get repackaged as individuals. With the exception of the only one that I think should stay is Bray Wyatt, because I read a theory that he's actually a supernatural character, and all the evidence makes sense, and if it's true, then I fucking love Bray Wyatt.
I'm not a big fan of the supernatural shit.
If it's all true that he is actually a possessed person, then I love it.
That's a possibility.
Because apparently there was a moment where, like, you remember when the little kid spoke with, like, the demon voice?
Yeah.
Apparently the announcers didn't play it up at all, but he did it on NXT, and people who saw it live saw it. When the kid was speaking in that demonic voice, Bray Wyatt was freaking out in the ring like he didn't know where he was or what was going on. Like the spirit had leaped from him to the kid.
All right. None of this intrigues me at all. But
whatever. You're just too old to get it.
No, I never liked it. I never liked.
You know what? You didn't like fucking Enzo and Big Cass.
Dear sensitive wrestling.
You didn't like Slater Gator.
Dear pro wrestling.
You didn't like Adam Rose and the Bunny.
Dear.
Should I keep going with list of things that you hated on that you now like?
Yes, but hold on.
You didn't like Tyson Kidd. Fact.
Can I have my dear letter moment? Give me 5 seconds to write a letter. Dear sensitive wrestling fans who threaten to unsubscribe before they unsubscribe, I never liked The Undertaker.
Fact.
There. I don't know, just the supernatural shit. Like, I don't know. The highlight of this for me was Big Show pretending to be the bull. That's it. I'm like, ha ha ha, Big Show is a bull, that's cute.
The high point for me was when the match ended.
You didn't like Big Show pretending to be a bull?
No, I hate Big Show.
I'm not a big fan either.
Which is amazing, because he was one of the first wrestlers when I started getting really into wrestling that I loved. Oh, how far we have fallen, Blue-Eyed Giant.
I'm going to say something that might shock you, that might shock loyal viewers. We have our first female in the indie club that's not named Stephanie McMahon, and I officially hate John Cena's cockwarmer more than John Cena. In this match, Paige defeats John Cena's cockwarmer, and then they have a fight, and afterwards, AJ Lee and Paige are fighting for the title, because, you know, they're real fucking wrestlers, and then John Cena's cockwarmer comes in, takes the belt from them, and beats them both down.
I actually liked it.
I fucking hate everything about Nikki Bella. I hate Nikki Bella more than I fucking hate John Cena.
I liked it.
John Cena, you know how, like, fucking I say John Cena was handed everything and he's a piece of shit? Nikki Bella sucked dick and fucking did, and it's just worse. I don't know. I just fucking hate it. And, you know, where are all the fucking... I just get fucking angry. I get fucking angry. There's so many talented women out there, and the fucking whores get pushed to the top. You are a fucking no good fucking whore. You're not a fucking role model. You're not be a star. You're not an empowered woman. You're a fucking whore. You're John Cena's cock-warming fucking whore. I think she's what's wrong with Peyton Grace.
I don't think you can call yourself Positive PD anymore.
All right, did I lose the positive PD hat?
I feel like you lost that.
Did I give you the hat back? You're like,
I don't know if I get the hat back.
There you go. You're positive PD now. One of us has to be positive about this shit. I'm
I
positive.
actually liked it.
Bella's a fucking whore.
Like, if you disregard how terrible she is on the mic, I don't think she's that bad. I think she is actually, in terms of WWE, we hired you for the looks wrestlers, she's one of the better ones that they have currently. I mean, she's not fucking Cameron, who tries to pin someone who's face down on the mat. But, like, that whole end to that match, that actually wasn't bad for a lead into the pay-per-view on a go-home on that, where, I don't know, I liked it.
When Nikki Bella's champ, you remember you said that. Remember you said
be the champ.
it's Diva time. Diva time means live comment time. Bam. The whole fantasy wrestling argument is hilarious. All right. LOL. TSA versus Rob. I think we need to go to live comments quicker because I'm sure these are referencing stuff that we mentioned earlier. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
It's like, LOL, TSA versus Rob. I'm like, I'm not really sure what that means, but all right.
I don't know either. I haven't been flying in a while.
Wrestling Ranted. Did you watch Smackdown? Because I guarantee NXT Arrival and the Young Bucks vs. Briscoes, which I just watched earlier today, was better. Oh, without a doubt.
It was.
Wrestling Ranted's the type of guy that dates a supermodel and goes, I bet you my wife is hotter than yours. You're like, yeah, I know, Wrestling Ranted. Why do you have to be mean about it? I know, I'm reviewing SmackDown, I know.
Date and masturbate on your wife for the right price. She's gotta wear a tiger mask while he does it.
Alright, so yeah, I'm marginally buzzed right now, so I'm going to sleep. If you wanted to check out SmackDown show, finally, kudos, Koco. Erase them against people's names with begin with F, dude. Duly noted. Alright, Wrestling Ranted. Everybody go check out Wrestling Ranted. Wrestling Ranted's try. I love Wrestling Ranted. There, I said it. I might be a racist towards people that begins with the letter F. Fuck you, Fandango! But, yeah, I love Wrestling Ranted. Unless, of course, Wrestling Ranted's really a friend. Can you imagine that? What a fucking heel turn. I'm like, I like Wrestling Ranted. He's like, my name is Fred! I'm like, no! The sneaker report. The Cena Heyman promo's been good. I could see that, yeah. Branielli says, I could see Dave choking on the restaurant, and instead of allowing Cena to help him, he might rather let himself die. LOL. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like Cena would give him an AA as a Heimlich.
Like, I have an over-exaggerating imagination. I always imagine, like, so my book takes off, and I'm like, really famous. I'm on the Today Show, and they're like, you like pro wrestling? And I'm like, I sure do, fucking Susan. I don't know who's on the Today Show. Let's just pretend Susan hosted it. And they're like, well, we got a special guest for you. And I'm like, really? Wow. And I'm all excited. I'm overplaying it because I'm on the Today Show, and I'm trying to sell a book, and it's John Cena. And I'm like, no! What do I do? Do I sell out? Or do I say I wanted to be the real wrestler?
I feel like you would sell out if he was like, you know what? For every copy you sell, I'm going to donate $1 to the homeless.
Oh, yeah. I'd be like, John, I fucking hate you, but good job. The sneaker addict. I'm pretty sure we're the only people that over-exaggerate our fucking imaginations to this point. I guarantee no other YouTubers talking about hosting the Today Show and John Cena surprising him, or John Cena marrying our daughters, and no one goes that far. Only on Koco Sports. You guys are insane. I'm gonna unsubscribe. The Sneaker Addict, R. Ziggler, MVP, LOL. Hey, you might have something there. I enjoyed it a lot.
I love R. Ziggler. I want to replace Dolph Ziggler with R. Ziggler.
I'm gonna replace the F in Forsaken with a K. Forsaken says my MVP of the week, Dean Ambrose. And yes, I know he's been gone for over a month. It's Ambrose or Ziggler every week.
No, you can't pick Ambrose. He wasn't even on one thing this week.
Well,
He's gonna at least be on one thing to be an MVP.
Wrestling Ranted says the Wyatts need to get down right Devil's rejects, as we thought they were going to be, in order to get their heat back. Yeah, WWE keeps teasing, or the internet keeps teasing, that they're gonna try to push the envelope. They're talking more AJ Lee and what's her name? Paige. I apologize. I get punched in the head a lot. AJ Lee and Paige are going to be more lesbian. They're going to bring up new talent. They keep teasing that the product's going to get better.
I just want to say, if they start making them make out and everything, I'll stay. You can give Cena the belt. You can give Nikki Bella the belt. If those two start making out, I don't care.
I gotta watch Devil's Rejects. There, I have to admit, I never watched it, but I heard nothing of it. So, the Sneaker Addict. Nikki, Bella, and Brie just need to not talk. No mic skills. They should just wrestle each other. That would be the best for business.
I think what's bad is, I think they're actually fine if they're not on script. And WWE's scripts fucking everyone now. Because if you think about it, Total Divas.
Oh, gee.
No. The reason I say it is, think about it. Total Divas is probably a good 50% at least scripted to some degree. But I imagine what they do is they tell them, all right, we need you to have this event happen. Just do it however would be natural for you guys.
I always wondered, don't they get married often on Total Divas? I wonder if one of the marriages is a total sham.
Yeah.
Look, maybe they're not even married. Maybe they're not even dating. I don't know. I don't watch.
That was the rumor with the Uso marrying Trinity / Naomi. It was apparently because on the show they invited Rikishi and he didn't show up, but Rikishi has done an interview saying that they didn't actually get married, that he wasn't even invited.
Interesting. So it might be a shamalula.
Might be.
I've never watched Total Divas because I'm better than Rob, but I might have to watch one just so that I can get it out of my system. I could be like,
I could say this season's a great time to watch. You get to see Daniel Bryan all the time.
I'm gonna give a Fedor speech. Did you ever hear the Fedor speech? I'm gonna give the Fedor speech. I'm not a god. I know you look up to me, but I'm human. I will watch Total Divas and you think less of me. I love Fedor. Love him. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Anything else? Roman Reigns is another reason why... Oh, this is from I Am Mikey, Mike Ashman. Roman Reigns is another reason why WWE needs to learn the art of making multiple top stars. I agree. You're hitting home runs. I Am Mikey, I'm with you. Instead of pushing 1 or 2 stars with a jetpack on. Eventually, fuel runs out of these top talents that WWE relies on, and body gives out, leading to a crash and burn on a potential top star legitimate push. I agree. Everyone agrees, except Vince.
Ambrose is ready.
Like, just the ECW and the UFC, they did it right. No star is bigger than the brand. No star is bigger than the company. And WWE has a bigger monopoly than the UFC and ECW ever had. But yet, they're like, we need 1 star. R. Ziggler is hilarious. That's from the Sneaker Addict. I like the R. Ziggler thing. Some people on my Facebook line are like, oh, I'm sad. I don't like it.
Well, those people are idiots.
Yeah. It's safe to say.
Yeah, you heard it here. It's official. If you don't like R. Ziggler, you're an idiot.
And Miss Pie likes our show on Facebook. Appreciate it. And any love on Twitter or Google Plus? Probably not. Twitter? You break my freaking heart.
Mr. Google
Plus,
sent you a message.
Forsaken is watching on Google Plus. I'm sorry, Forsaken. Damn it. All right. There we go. All right, so yeah, Paige defeated Nikki Bella, and Nikki Bella's a cock warmer. This match is always so short, so quick. They do it, and it's like one of the few matches that I'm like, I would pay to watch this. Bo Dallas defeats Jack Swagger, and I don't know. To me, it's too short, and it's pay-per-view worthy. They've given this match away twice now. Maybe it's my love for Bo Dallas, but Jack Swagger, Bo Dallas, I think the storyline, entertainment-wise, is gold. And they're just giving it away. I enjoy everything about this. It's one of my guilty pleasures. I love Bo Dallas. I just wish the match was shorter, and I wish they got paid.
You know what? That's another solution they could do.
Yeah,
instead of them announcing Reigns' injury, have Bo Dallas come out and announce it. And then tell him he could come back soon if he just believes in himself.
I know, like, it sounds crazy, but, like, and I know not everyone agrees. Some people absolutely hate Bo Dallas, but a lot of times it's hard to pay attention to watch as much wrestling as I do, as much stuff as I do. You know, like, sometimes you're paying attention but not paying attention. But Bo Dallas, dude, he's like must-watch TV. It's like Michael Jordan with the ball. I know this sounds like a JBL over-the-top statement, but I believe it. Like, I'm like, oh, Smackdown, Nikki Bella, I got it. I know what I'm going to say on the podcast next. But Bo Dallas, I'm like, yo, kids, be quiet. Businesses, shutting you down. Skype, you're going down. Facebook, you're going down. Bo Dallas is on. Bo Dallas is much-watched TV for me. I find it to be absolutely awesome. And I love the fact that Jack Swagger got over thanks to help with yourself. So, bam, there you go. I enjoy it a lot. So there. You believe this was the greatest fucking match ever?
No, it was pretty mediocre.
Player hating son of a bitch. And now, this match, I felt like the last two matches. This is why I really like the SmackDown, and I thought it was a win. I thought the last two matches, because we're at the main event right now, I thought they were both pay-per-view worthy. The first match was Bo Dallas and Jack Swagger, and I was like, why the fuck is this on pay-per-view? And then it was Rusev versus Roman Reigns, and I was like, I felt like Ready to Rumble. I'm like, this isn't even pay-per-view! Rusev defeats Roman Reigns by disqualification because Seth Rollins runs in and hits him with he tries to hit Roman Reigns with the briefcase off the top rope, but it backfires and he hits Rusev, and then they brawl outside all around the ring, and then once they leave,
oh my god, that's when his hernia.
Yeah, and Mark Henry comes out, and I want to hate Mark Henry. I don't know, like Mark Henry used to be a joke because WWE wanted him to quit. Mark Henry's like, fuck that, I'm getting paid, bitches. You want me to sleep with old ladies? Think you're gonna pay me? You're not gonna embarrass me to quit me. But then they gave him like a Kimbo Slice tough guy gimmick. I absolutely loved that, and I always thought he could do good if he was good booking. And then they kind of made him a puppy. But dude, he's such a fucking badass human being. But at the same time, I just want to go to him and like pinch his cheeks and be like, "Yeah, you're so cute." He walks out there, he's like, "USA, all the way." I'm just like, what a fucking. I don't know if Mark Henry wants to be called cute by a fat nerd of podcasting, but that's my fault.
I'm pretty sure Mark Henry's reaction would be turn on this song and let it just tell you somebody's gonna get their ass whooped.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, look how cute he is. But he had like this big ass smile on his face. He surprised him with an American flag. I don't know, it's just so over the top cheesy. But I just saw how happy Mark Henry was, and I was just like, you know what? He deserves this.
See, I love that feud because to me it really feels like an old wrestling feud. Like it feels like wrestling, like 60s, 70s wrestling.
I just can't believe how over it's getting. And just, I don't know, man. America! Fuck!
Yeah, to be fair, they've been getting over with whoever goes up against Rusev always gets over.
That is true. That's why he's my MVP, baby. That is why he's my MVP.
That wasn't who you said is your MVP.
What's that?
That wasn't who you said is your MVP.
I said Rusev was my MVP, didn't
No,
I?
you said R. Ziggler.
No, I didn't. That was someone
Are
else.
you an R racist too?
You are fun. I see what you did there, you fucking heel-turning bastard. Alright, so there's our SmackDown review. I thought it was a win. Grumpy Pants thought it was a loss. Please put in the comments win, loss, or tie. And let's go to some more comments, and then I think we'll be done.
No, we're doing week in review, man. Come on, we gotta review Raw.
You really? How about we just have Rob time? We'll have SmackDown review. We'll have Rob time, and you talk about whatever you want.
No, that's not how week in review works.
I know, but this ain't weekend review. This is SmackDown.
No, it's both. It's a double show. It's a double hitter. I bet you if we ask the chat to vote, they'll vote. They agree with me.
If it was up to the chat, there would be 5 people watching us, and we would.
It is up to the chat. The customer is always right.
There would be 5 people watching us, and they'd be like, "Never leave the chat again." We love you, but I don't know, man. I got stuff to do. I got a long list of stuff. Look, I got to update fantasy sports. All right, Forsaken's gonna be pissed because I haven't updated it in 12 years. I have to do something called a wiki. Ooh, what's that? Top secret. I have to advertise my book. I have to finish another book, and I have to take my kids to the arcade, man. So why don't we just have some Rob time? You just let it out, baby. Just let it.
I'm just saying we could have just reviewed Raw and main event and NXT right now. Get done.
All right. If I'll do it if we just do it soon.
All right, do it. Go.
All right. First, we gotta do some questions. There's comments come above Rob time. My MV. Oh, we already did this. Oh, the sneaker addict says the problem with Wyatt is we're over with the fans. Addict says my typing thumbs up. Oh, I'm not exactly the best at typers. The sneaker addict says Wyatt's were ready for the titles, but we wasn't, and now it's going downhill. I agree with that. Sneaker addict. Bo Dallas is awesome. Hate that he broke his streak, but is recovering from it, in my opinion, character-wise. And I agree with that. All right, bam. All right, you ready to rock and roll this? Let's see what we got. We got SmackDown. Bam. We'll go backwards. So after SmackDown is what? NXT?
Yeah.
NXT. Bam. NXT did the opposite. It started off great and it went downhill from there. But I'll just go through the quick results real quick. Yeah. And like I said, this wasn't planned to be a weekend review, but I guess it is now because Rob is fucking holding out for fucking 36 cents. So we'll just do this real quick. All right. So NXT Women's Champion Charlotte defeated Emma in a pretty decent match. Kenta defeated Justin Gabriel. A lot of talk in Japan about this with my Japanese friends.
Did you feel like he was watered down?
That is a great question. I didn't mention this on my review, but I'll mention it. I think yes. He didn't get all his moves in, and someone at iJapan, so someone that comments on the site every now and then, and I meet it in Japanese wrestling bars, that his attitude, I think, sums up a lot of people's attitude. Oh, that's awesome, Kenta's on NXT. He doesn't have to try anymore. And I think they really believe that. I think, I describe Kenta being in NXT as like your favorite football player being in the Pro Bowl. And he's good, but he's not giving it his all. And he didn't have all his move sets, but still pretty amazing, and they just might be working up to that.
Why did he steal Devitt's finisher?
All right, listen, I don't know if you got the memo. Kenta fucking creates everything. Every finisher ever came through Kenta. This ain't a Chris Jericho joke. This isn't a Chris Jericho joke. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, Jericho invented light bulbs. No, he didn't! Kenta really invented a lot of these moves. The go to sleep, yeah.
Did he invent the double stomp?
I'm going to say yes, but I'm only
Devitt did.
7% sure. Who invented the double stomp? Did you just say Jesus invented the double stomp? You broke up.
Devitt did.
Oh, Prince Devitt did?
Yeah, and I'm Devitt% sure.
Oh, I see what you did there. Alright, so I thought it was great. I thought the 2 first matches were the best matches of the night. Corbin defeated C.J. Parker. To this day, I'm so upset. C.J. Parker could be a huge star storyline-wise, and they just fucked it up. I know, like, I always say I would love to book Mark Henry into a star. If I could book one person, I would love to book C.J. Parker. I don't understand how the fuck they ruined him so goddamn badly. But Corbin's getting over because everyone hates Parker. But you know what? I know a lot of people are like, how can you say he's booked bad if he's getting people over? Just hate him. Dude, he could be a million times better. I think C.J. Parker can be up there with Rusev as far as getting people. Enzo Amore and Kelly Cassidy are confronted by an angry friend. It's the bitch from the fucking haircut place. I used to hate these guys, but they're growing on me.
They're amazing. How can you hate them?
I don't know.
They're hilarious.
Old men. But they are growing.
Act like you're people.
And then the main event was Tyson Kidd and Titus O'Neil defeated NXT champion Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn. It wasn't too bad. It was cool that they kind of brought Titus O'Neil in and did it. I like the fact that they brought him in and booked him the way they did. Did it and you know, it's building up Neville slowly turning heel. So I enjoyed it. I just thought it was like in reverse. The best matches were in the beginning of the show, and the worst matches were at the end. So overall, I gave NXT a win to the best of my knowledge. You got anything you want to add, Champ?
Nope. No, I would say it was a win.
You're doing weekend review. That's what you do. That's what you do. You come here.
What? I'm just saying, like.
Stay on the air. You're like, all right, now that weekend review is done, let's do a Fave 5.
Well, it's not done yet. We got 2 more shows.
All right, we're going backwards because the flagship show should be last. The Miz and Miz Dow defeat Dolph Ziggler and Art Ziggler for the 3rd time in a fucking row. It was awesome on last week's SmackDown. It was watered down on Raw, and a main event, it was pathetic. Do you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I was really tired of it, that main event.
Brie Bella defeated Cameron. It happened. Next. And I enjoyed this match a lot. A lot of people didn't give it credit. I enjoyed it because it's a match that didn't happen. I enjoyed it because both guys told a story in the ring. The main event was Seth Rollins defeated Big E. I think everything about this main event was skippable, except the main event, the show, except the last match. I really, really enjoyed this last match. I think Big E should be a bigger star than he is, and I think for a big man working WWE style, he really hustled, and Seth Rollins is just amazing. So I enjoyed this match. This was a sleeper match. I like the matchup. I just think both these guys should be huge stars. I think main event is very skippable, except I would watch this match. I don't know if everyone enjoys this match, but I really do.
I liked it. I'm pretty excited about the premiere of their new group too.
You know there's going to be some asshole in the comments. Why are you breaking down the whole week when it says SmackDown review?
Yeah, well, that person can suck my dick.
But I'm going to unsubscribe.
Good, unsubscribe. Reigns got injured tonight. I don't give a shit.
Hold on. I went to the Raw page, and all they're doing is advertising the fucking pay-per-view. Where's the results there, fuckface? Oh, September 15th. That's this week, right?
Sure.
No. Where's the Raw results? All right, I'm on the Monday Night Raw page. I'm on the Monday Night Raw page. You ready? How to watch Night of Champions. Lesnar versus footage of Cena Lesnar prior interview. All right.
You check CocoSports.com.
I'm about to. You know what? Fuck you guys. Fuck you, WWE.com. You know, I wanted to support the little guys, but now I have to do something, go to the fucking gigantic blog website. That's CocoSports.net.
Yeah. It's huge.
I'll be like going, I'm going to go to WWE for Raw results and not being able to find them. Good job, WWE.com. Keep up the great work. Oh, now, how many top stories? Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Steve Austin reaches a promotional deal and merchandise on deal with WWE. That on Sports. Did I go too far or not far enough?
What'd you say?
I'm trying to find the wrong results. Oh, yeah. A lot of top stories.
So do you have trouble finding
But,
things on your own
yeah,
website?
yeah, actually I did. And I went too far. I knew I went too far. There's a bunch of jerks. Who's running this Koco Sports? Why can't we find Raw results? These technical videos is brought to you by WWE.com and Sports.com.
Heard it here, folks. Koco Sports. We don't have raw results.
Exactly. Alright, you know what? We're not even gonna fucking review Raw. There, I said it. I cannot
That's
find
part of week in review, man.
I'm gonna go Google. It's not week in review. That's what you said.
It's week in review.
Uh,
In fact, something else I gotta do.
what's that? By the fire?
I gotta make my predictions.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll say that. Why don't you make the predictions now? Why do this?
I gotta go check what all the things were. Because I don't remember.
Oh, for the love of God, I'll pay someone $20. Where the fuck is the Raw results? Alright. Raw didn't exist. Oh, I'm gonna go Wikipedia. No.
God, why don't you put a list of all the things that you have to pick for pay-per-view profits into the description? All right, so what were the tiebreakers?
3 tiebreakers?
Yeah.
There was Will Paul Heyman. You just don't want to watch the pay-per-view profit show. But one tiebreaker was will Paul Heyman get attacked physically? Will there be a cash-in of the Money in the Bank? And will Brie Bella help Nikki win?
Oh. There's gonna be no cash-in. I don't think anyone will attack Heyman, and Brie Bella will interfere.
I found Raw results, folks.
Hold on. Well, it's too late. I'm doing my pay-per-view profits right now, buddy.
Alright. What's your pay-per-view profits? Go, because I already gave mine out.
Alright, AJ Lee wins it.
Alright.
Rusev wins it, because I don't think they're going to give up Rusev's streak to Henry. Cesaro wins it, because fuck Sheamus, and I want more title changes. Ziggler wins it, because I love Ziggler. And
That's you're the
Rollins wins, because Reigns isn't going to be there. Lesnar's definitely going to win. And the Dust Brothers are going to win. And I think Jericho has to win.
Alright. Make sure to leave it in the comments or it doesn't count.
No, it counts. I just fucking told you.
No, Boom Boom's not here. I gotta keep track of it. No.
We just did it.
Yeah,
you can go back and listen to this show and you can write it down.
I can't even remember where the fuck I live. You expected me to do that shit. Let's go to some live comments, then we're going to break down Raw because fucking Rob obviously doesn't want me to accomplish anything today. I am Mikey says, WWE is so shit. I'm sorry, but can this Smackdown review be half stumped the idiot? LOL. Sure, just ask questions. What would you do fantasy? So we got start out with a Smackdown review, then breaking news, then a weekend review. Now it's a stump the idiot. Fuck it, let's just go. It's a 24-hour marathon, baby. We're here all day. We're here for you. What would you do fantasy booking-wise to make Night of Champions a memorable event? I would probably have Brock Lesnar beat John Cena in a couple seconds. I would have premieres. I don't know. It's booked pretty bad. I guess you could have a cash-in. People remember it. Because I think right now, memorable doesn't matter who wins. No one's going to remember it. I guess maybe, WWE, hold on. We worship the elite. Oh, I love the taste of Vince McMahon's balls in my mouth. Okay, I'm thinking like WWE creative. You can make John Cena win the title and get his 16th win, but I'll remember it as a shitty fucking pay-per-view. I don't know if there's anything. Cashing in, returns. I mean, I don't think Brock Lesnar and John Cena are going to have a 5-star match. So, hey,
No, this is how you do it. This is how you do it, man.
go ahead.
The Bunny is Dean Ambrose. Ambrose versus Rollins gets scheduled as the main event.
No, I'd make it memorable. I'm dead serious. Have John Cena win the title. I know it sounds bad. Have him retire. Have him retire and hug it out.
He's not gonna fucking retire.
Well, you would remember it.
He's like 31.
Well, he's fucking 31 years. I think it's like 36.
Whatever. The point is he's gonna be there for a long ass time.
Yeah.
He's not even approaching part-timer time.
No, it's not. It's been here forever. But no, I remember it. They're not allowed to think about it. He's like, I fucking hate John Cena. Blah, 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 blah. He wins the title.
By that logic, though, if we're doing it that way, then you know what would make... No. You know what would make Night of Champions great? Ultimate Warrior comes back from the grave. Zombie Ultimate Warrior actually intervenes in the match and has an epic 20-minute battle with Brock Lesnar before being dismembered by the Beast Incarnate.
But he bites him, and Brock Lesnar becomes Zombie Lesnar.
And then that's the future zombie character for Lesnar, is Zombie Lesnar.
And Undertaker's like,
Heyman leads him around on a chain.
Oh, my gimmick. Undertaker's like, you broke the streak and stole my gimmick. How would you save the Roman Reigns versus Seth match, and what talent would you book in Reigns' place? We mentioned this earlier, but go ahead. Rob, where are you booking? How you save this?
I still think the best way is just Ambrose needs to have a match with Rollins to replace it.
So, yep. Kenta finally debuts. Now, would you push the fast forward button on Kenta versus Pac feud so Neville can drop the NXT Championship to carry NXT as Neville goes to the main roster? Yeah, that would be great. I have an idea of how to fucking book NXT. I was supposed to do this as a separate show, but probably nowhere it's going to make it this far. If you made it this far, you're awesome. I always thought that I would have Triple H betray Vince and start his own brand and slowly but surely say, oh man, I'm so glad I'm here. Like, start it slowly. But, oh, I'm so glad I'm here at NXT. Fuck Raw. And be like, oh, I'm glad there could be wrestlers. Do you know how, like, Triple H drops it should be its own brand? Well, eventually, Triple H becomes the voice of NXT and just bitches about what fans really want. And they fucking start chanting NXT at John Cena, burying John Cena, burying WWE, saying this is where fucking real wrestlers go. If someone gets called up, have them give an emotional speech and say, sorry, I did it for the money. My heart and love is in NXT. And then I would have it where Kenta's the champ. And John Cena comes down, and I'd make John Cena, I wouldn't change anything except that Triple H and the NXT crew fucking hate him. And the fans would be chanting NXT, because it's not that hard to be like, oh, fucking, you're supposed to like John Cena. We don't like John Cena. It's not that hard to convince people to start chanting NXT at that. You know what I mean? It's like being a politician running on the fact of, I'm not going to be corrupt. You know, it's just simple fucking crowd control. And then have it where Kenta's the champ, and fucking he wants to challenge Kenta, and Kenta beats John Cena and all that, and then WWE Triple H is talking shit, and Kenta does a heel turn in like for the NXT universe on Triple H. Not even a heel turn, but he's like, listen, I'm really happy I beat John Cena. I'm really happy that I'm part of NXT. But my dream was always to be in WWE. And then he is the only one that defends WWE. He's like, I love the fact that I'm the NXT champ. And Triple H loses his shit, even though he's a over-the-top face now. And he just keeps sending NXT guy after NXT guy to get the title off him. Because they're like, well, you like WWE so much, fucking get, you know what I mean? And then you can have it where Kenta goes up. But it's a long storyline where NXT is its own different brand, and pro wrestling fans, I don't want to say real pro wrestling fans. Let me try to say something that won't hurt sensitive wrestling fans. Real pro wrestling fans can have a product that they enjoy. So that's what I would do. But yeah. SmackDown was a win by the Sneaker Addict. I'm with you, Sneaker Addict. Lennox Wooderson. If you were to start a billion-dollar wrestling company, oh goodness, who would you choose to be world mid-card women's and tag team champs? Same as we could create any indie. I don't know if I would start a billion-dollar wrestling company. I would start small and build your way up. I think the biggest problem, me and Jerry were talking about this, I think the biggest problem with the XFL and the World Body Federation, Vince, you had to be number one right off the bat. And the problem with TNA is they had to be number one. There's nothing wrong with being number two, building your way up. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't know if I would try to make a number one company. I would just make an alternative. And if money was no option, I would probably world champ. I would work with Ring of Honor. Like if I had a television deal, I had a thing, I would work with Ring of Honor. I'd work with NWA. I'd work with IWGP, and pick one guy that we can all agree is champ. Because then, if that one guy is the NWA champ, the IWGP champ, the Ring of Honor champ, and Dave's fucking Koco Fantasy Wrestling champ, then you can be like, well, you know what? Fucking, he's a real pro wrestler. John Cena ain't shit. Brock Lesnar ain't shit. You know, and then you can build up from that and have credibility. I thought they were going to do that with AJ Styles, but it doesn't look that way. But yeah, I would probably do something along those lines. I mean, you could go Okada, Yamato, just someone that's really good at wrestling. Fuck, what's his name from Dragon Gate? Shit. We talked about him a couple shows ago. Remember I showed you the highlight video of him? Rob, you know who I'm talking about? Fuck, what's his name? I don't know. But there's a guy in Dragon Gate. He's humongous. He can fucking work like $1 million fucking dollars. What's that?
Uha?
Yeah, Uha. Sorry, I'm really bad at names. I'd probably make him my world champion.
Yeah, I was baffled because I was like trying to figure out like why you couldn't think of Uha. I'm like, maybe there's another guy.
Dude, I'm really bad at names. Sometimes I'll be like, would you ever notice sometimes in the shows I'll say, hey buddy or pal? That's because I'm like the bad second. You know, but the people watching this, I have concussion problems, so sometimes I'm really bad at names. But yeah,
I figured you were just a Marine.
As the champ, mid card, you know, any of the Japanese guys, any of that. Women's champ, I would maybe go Awesome Kong or Gail Kim, depending on.
I would go Charlotte Flair.
Or Kana, who could be a champ. And tag champs.
Young Bucks.
Yeah, Young Bucks. They're just so over. Yeah, I'd probably go that. So there you go. And I would try to make it where it's a little bit different and the best wrestlers in the world. But yeah, so Uha would be my world champ, mid card, maybe Yamato, Okada, something along those lines. Tag team, you know. I always like the Motor City Machine Guns. I'm sure you can get them back together. So there you go. Women's all
Who is that? It's something Saban and someone else.
All right, hey, give me 5 seconds. Can you stall? I gotta go solve the problem.
What am I supposed to stall with? You didn't give me any tools. You just.
What are your thoughts on squared circle?
What do you mean? I was literally just distracting people. You're supposed to go now. You just basically wasted half of my distraction stall tactic. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the WWE Smackdown turned week in review / breaking news / Dave's actually not wearing any pants. It's going to be the last final part of that name. We're back.
Alright, I Am Mikey says NXT is what WWE should be. Colin Day says it could have a feud in any era. Who would be against? What would the feud be about? Colin Day, I'm not sure. I'm sorry if we got to your comment late, but it could have been a feud in any era. Who would be against and what would the feud be about? I'm sorry. You might have been talking about something I was talking about, but I'm punch drunk. Tiffany Nicole says the most entertaining tag team are the Best Friends from PWG. What do you think about them? You know what? I am a phony. I don't watch PWG as much as I should. I love PWG, but it slips under the radar, and I need to watch more PWG. From what I've seen of it, I absolutely love it. And it's always on my to-do list. and I'll watch PWG. But I live in Japan and watch tons. I try to do a review show for every WWE. So, and even Ring of Honor has slipped under the radar. Like, I don't watch Ring of Honor and Pro Wrestling World as much as I should. And I apologize. I'm just, with all the Japanese wrestling and all the WWE and TNA wrestling I watch, what I've seen of Pro Wrestling Gorilla, I absolutely love it. But to give an honest feedback of it, I don't watch it enough, and I feel guilty for saying that. I'm sorry, Tiffany Nicole. I hope you still, I hope you don't think any less of me. But yeah, I want to see more of PWG. I really do. It's just, I do a lot of stuff, and it's difficult. But I'm thinking about taking a week off from WWE, and like maybe just me and Rob, maybe just take a whole week off, let Boo Boom cover WWE, and then we just check out different indie feds and try to get back into it.
I'm not watching TNA.
TNA is not an indie fan.
Good.
You really hate TNA.
Yeah, shutting it down.
Dixie Carter has her soundbite now. Now she can make herself look like the victim. Rob on the internet said he should shut that. But yeah, from what I know of Pro Wrestling Gorilla, I love it. I should know a lot more about it. So don't judge too harshly. All right. And you know what, dude? I kind of fucking... Tiffany Nicole brings something up. I really should check out Pro Wrestling Gorilla more because every week I'm watching this 3-hour fucking wall, doing the recaps because I'm a fucking whore who's like, well, that's what gets the most views, and I should probably fucking do it. But John Cena confronts Paul Heyman and steals him and kidnaps him, being a star. Raw has been so bad that I marked out that not Mark Henry, the Great Khali was guarding the door. Chris Jarrett, I'm going to go through this fast, so you just cut me off.
Okay.
Koco defeated Kane for the 27th millionth time. Jack Swagger defeated Bo Dallas. Wow, on Smackdown and on Raw. How is this not on pay-per-view?
It's not that good.
Divas champion Paige and Nikki Bella defeat Brie Bella and AJ Lee. And that leads to Bella scrumbling. Big Show defeats Bray Wyatt via disqualification. That's just sad. U.S. champion Sheamus and WWE Tag Team champions the Usos defeated Cesaro and Goldust and Stardust. It happens. You sure you want the weekend review? Here's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
WWE World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar confronted John Cena. This was done so well. Everything about this was a home run. I hate John Cena more than anyone. But I almost had to give him credit for such a great promo, and they fucked it up. This went from the greatest story John Cena ever told to, oh, it's Monday Night Raw. I don't know, like when the suplex happened, he should have sold it and walked away. I mean, could you imagine me saying John Cena had a great segment? We're so close to being great. Like, I don't know. As a guy who enjoys stories, as a guy who enjoys entertainment, as a guy who hates John Cena, but fucking he hates the Raw and doesn't want to hate it. He's just so excited and it was so close. And it just didn't happen, folks. It did not happen. Alright. Do you want to add anything to that? Rob, you there?
Huh?
Are you there? You're the one that wants.
Sorry.
We're doing this for you, sweetheart.
Man, I'm tired, man. Don't judge me. You made me wait like 2 hours before we started.
That is not true.
I made you wait, whatever.
Alright, liar. You're the one that said, hey, let's do a weekend review. Let's go for 97 hours. Then I'm like, alright, I'm ready for the hot tag, and you're like fucking getting that fucking, I don't know, you need a stun dump.
You started doing your fucking rant about how bad something was, and I just zoned out.
You know what? Those rants are for you. We already did it earlier in the week. I'm doing this for you, baby. I'm doing this for you. That's what you do. Well, I'm going to continue then, sleepy ass McSleepers. You know what? You're like a little kid. You want the big Sunday, but you can't finish the big Sunday.
Well, I'm sorry that Roman Reigns being injured made me sleepy.
All
I'm
right, all right.
sorry
You
that the loss of one of my second favorite wrestler that's active. Sorry, my reaction doesn't please you.
It's okay. Well, my whole thing is, you're like, let's order the big Sunday. I'm like, I'm kind of full. I don't know. I don't think we should do the big Sunday this week. And then you're like, yeah, do the big Sunday. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, we're getting the big Sunday. And I'm shoving down my fucking face of WWE Raw. I got a little bit of cherry and chocolate. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting full. And I look over and you're like, I really don't want this Sunday.
Yeah. But you feel better about your thoughts on the shows now. You had some time to cool down, think about it, and at the end of the day, you decided, hey, you actually like John Cena and the feud.
No, is it the
Yeah,
same?
no, you're excited to see John Cena versus Lesnar now.
I think you're hearing stuff while you dream. But all right. Mr. Twisty McTwisters. This one's all you. You're the one that wanted to review it. This is your punishment. Naomi defeated Karen. Go.
God, that was so fucking bad. Oh my god. Like, this was the one where she kneeled down on him while they were face down on the mat, right? And they told the ref to count it. Like, Jesus Christ, you should be fired for that. That is such a horribly misunderstood fundamental of how the whole thing works. You should just be fired.
The only positive I could say about this match was I was trying to look at camel toe and upskirts. That's it.
Wow.
That's it. That's all I got out of it. All right, Dolph Ziggler and R-Truth defeated the Miz. Damien said, we've literally broken down this match 9 times this show. Just 9 times.
This was the second best time we saw it.
Roman Reigns defeated Seth Rollins. I don't know. I thought. Oh no! I remember now. I remember. I was shocked that they gave this for pay-per-view, and then I had to fight Google Plus, so I didn't actually watch it. But your best buddy, Martin Dunn, he gave it, I think, 4 or 5 bananas out of 10. How many bananas did you give Roman Reigns defeating Seth Rollins? Don't you think there should have been a pay-per-view match and saved up? But then again, who knows? Maybe they knew the hernia was coming. Maybe
No,
it was.
because, well, the rumor is that the reason they did it was because they weren't planning a clean finish, and they wanted it to feel like it actually ended. Like, they wanted someone to go over clean at some point, I guess.
Okay, now here it is. Out of the bananas, how many bananas do you give? Your
I don't
best.
rate in a banana system because I'm not a fucking retarded autist.
What's that?
Yeah, you heard me.
No, I didn't. I'm not a retard.
Only retards fucking do in the banana system. No, we're
All right.
doing it in the bottles of 3 penis wine system.
All right, how many penis of wines?
3 penis wine, man. Come on, say it right. 3 penis wine.
I'm really confused what's going on. I've lost.
3 penis wine, man. It's a Chinese drink. It's made from the penises of animals.
I did not know that.
Yeah, 3 of them. 3 penis wine. You should try it. You'd like it.
Yeah.
It might be Japanese. I don't know. It's Asian.
All right, and you know what? We're ending the show the best way we can. We can review.
Oh no, wait! I didn't even get to rate it.
Oh yeah, well I thought the 3 penises was your rating. I was a bit
No,
confused.
it's 3 penis wine is what it's called.
All right, well, how many 3 penis wines out of 10 would you give this?
I'd give it a 6 or a 7.
6 or 7 of 3 penis wine. There you go. All right, and I thought this was going to be weird and confusing. I'm glad it's all cleared up now.
Nope, 6 or 7.
And then Mark Henry rallied America. America, fuck yeah!
I get why it ended with that.
Listen, Scotland is still part of England because of Mark Henry. Business is gone. They've retired. They just went home. They're like, we're going to go home and play PlayStation 4. The economy is recovered. There is nothing wrong with America anymore because Mark Henry rallied America.
It's true.
Why the fuck was this?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like someone wrote it down in the wrong order and they just went with it.
I just like I don't know. I live in Japan and I've been to over 30 countries. And patriotism is cute, Like yeah, way to go. Um, but I just can't believe this still works. I just can't. And like I always wonder, like when people outside of America see this, it just looks ridiculous. Mark Henry rallied America. Problem solved. Problem stayed solved. Mark Henry lead the way. All right.
What if CM Punk returned at this pay-per-view as the Bunny?
All right. Let's see. Wow, we got some more live comments. All right. Ralph Morales. Sorry if I mispronounced that. The Rusev versus Reigns match was a snore fest. The Rusev versus Reigns match. Yeah.
Haters.
I just liked it because going into it, I was like, oh my god, this should be a pay-per-view match. But yeah, I see your point, Ralph. I am Mikey. Mike Ashman says Zombie Warriors over as fuck. Would troll the hashtag WWE zombies. Branielli says the Zombie Lesnar idea is genius.
See? Zombie Lesnar, man. It's gold.
And that way we get a real dead man and the street can live on through Lesnar. I am Mikey. Genius, DK. Now copyright that shit. Watch WWE and Triple H steal that storyline pitch. I guess people really like zombie Brock Lesnar more than I thought. I did not see that as getting over.
Yeah, well, you've done it for people.
Dave, are you getting ready for the Tiger Mask show after this podcast? LOL. Dave's to-do check. Dave's to-do list. No pants, checked. Locked door, checked. Webcam, checked. Tissues, checked. Baby oil, checked. Random stuffs, checked. Tiger Mask, checked. LOL. I think we did the Tiger Mask thing, and I think Fred Yelly enjoyed the Tiger Mask story more than anybody. And you know what, Fred Yelly, the story's just for you.
He did draw some excellent artwork.
Match of the Lennox Wooderson says match of the week. Mark Lashley versus Rude for me. That was a good traditional match. If you're counting TNA, it has to be the
No, we're not.
All right. The reason why it's WWE Weekend Review, or why it's WWE Smackdown Review and News on Roman Reigns turned into Weekend Review, is because Rob, Positivepedia, is not like TNA at all. But he's like green eggs and hammock. You were supposed to watch an episode and do a review with me.
I watched it in spirit. It was so bad seeming that I turned it off like 2 minutes in.
I enjoy TNA. If you count TNA, it has to be the ladder match, in my opinion. If you count WWE, man, that's tough. Because like the thing is, you can't give it to Bo Dallas because his matches were short and it was twice. Oh, I know who I'd give it to. It's a bit of a sleeper, and just because this week match of the week is kind of hard to pick because they repeated so much.
I don't think it's that hard to pick, man.
All right, I'm going Seth Rollins, Big E on the main event.
Yeah, that's not even hard to pick, man. That was the obvious one.
What did you pick?
That's the one I pick. It's obvious.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that obvious. I guess everything else was...
It is. It's obvious if you're not a fucking Marine.
You have to go into the Army Marine fucking chit chat talk there. I got feelings.
Yeah, well.
You know? Alright. Bam.
I'm sure you were told not to have feelings.
Alright, so, down in the comments below, or let's see, like, comment, subscribe. Dude, how many trolls are going to think this was really SmackDown? Like, you tricked me. It's a fucking...
At least one.
I know that, but we had, like, complaints that our show goes all over the place.
Yeah. It's everything. You're going to have to rename this the Koco Sports Everything Show.
SmackDown review, news on Roman Reigns, and everything. Everything type shit. Alright, well, thank you, live commenters. You're absolutely awesome. Rob, do you have anything you want to promote, plug? Maybe it's real.
Thinking, like, if there's something we're forgetting.
Fave 5?
Yeah, let's do a Fave 5. What do you want to do it on?
Shut the fuck up. I gotta go. I can stop.
No, we're doing a Fave 5. What do you want to do it on?
Fave 5 Roman Reigns wrestling moves.
Well, I think my number 1 is going to have to probably be the Samoan drop. So, Chris,
I'm a big fan of Superman Punch.
his Samoan drop is so crisp. He does it so fast. It's really nice. Like, that's got to be my number 1. And then I think number 2 is the running drop kick.
Yeah. I say number 1, Superman Punch. I know it's not popular, but I enjoy it. I mean, especially when someone sells it good.
What's your number 2 then?
Orton sells it, that's perfect. So,
What's your number 2 then?
I would probably say the Samoan drop and then the running drop kick.
Okay, because my 3rd before the Superman punch is actually the powerbomb.
Yeah, I powerbomb it. And then, is there a 5th move?
Yeah, they're the 5th move. We still haven't even said the spear.
Oh, fuck! No! Spear's number 1 by far.
What?
Dude, he has such a sexy spear.
He doesn't have a great spear, but that's Samoan drop, man.
No, I'm going spear, Superman Punch, Samoan drop. You know what?
Wow.
Now that we're doing the Fave 5 of his moves, I know we're doing this as a joke. I think Sneaker Addict needs to owe Rob an apology.
Yeah, I know. Reigns has great moves, man.
20 minutes ago. He's like,
He
bitches.
may have a limited skill set, but he does them all really well.
And if you count selling, he's really good at selling.
Like, if he did a Hurricane Rana, it would look nothing like Cena's. It would look like he had actually been trained how to do it and wasn't some backyard wrestler who saw someone do a Hurricane Rana. Seriously, Cena's Hurricane Rana looks like some 16-year-old saw Rey Mysterio do it and then went in the backyard and tried it. Like, he's like, hey, CM Punk, check out this cool move I saw Rey Mysterio do. And fucking goes up to do it and hits his own head on the mat.
You got a special Leonardo.
It's so bad.
Hello. You hear him? You're on.
No.
Okay, let's see. You want to be on television? On the YouTubes? You be famous? Yeah, I can't play Mario 3. Dude, Mario 3 is a lot harder. He always wants me to play because he's only 2 and he's really good at games, but he gets to World 7. Dude, World 7, Mario 3, I remember it being way easier. Alright, we're going to say bye-bye.
We're not. Dude, we still got 2 segments left to do.
No, we're done. We are done.
We get to do. No, we got to do this.
I even think Steve coming with it.
Cena versus Hogan now.
No, we're done. Rob, we're done. I feel like a dad telling you that you have a problem. The battery's dead, pal. You got to put it on the charger.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy. I got you to review like what you hated the entire week multiple times.
Alright, check out CocoSports.com or KOCSports.net. That's where the world's going to kick ass. Your home for combat sports, where it's okay to be a passionate fan and do podcasts that never end. Rob, thank you for being part of the podcast. And here's a question. Same question, same person. Not Jerry from Koco Sports Marketing. Do you know a good place to help me market my gym, dojo, combat sports event? Why, yes, Jerry, not from Koco Sports Marketing. You can go to CocoSports.net and look at Koco Sports Marketing. There you go. It's a good place.
Additionally, if you have any items you think someone should perhaps decorate with their fluids, www.davidandtigermask.com can help you out with all those needs.
Ralph Morales, and I'm probably mispronouncing that. I apologize. I'll just call you Ralph. No disrespect, sir. Says, does the hair and duck lips count as a move for Roman Reigns? Rob, you are the Roman Reigns. You are the eternal.
Does what count?
He says, does the hair flick and duck lips count as moves for Roman Reigns?
Yeah, they're up there with menacing stare.
Ralph, you just won the internet. All right, we really gotta go. You want to say I am over? You say I am over?
I am over.
My 2-year-old son pretends to talk on the phone, but he's actually talking into the charger.
Tell him to say your time is up. My time is now.
Yeah. You want to say I am over? What? You gotta say I am over. Here, let's show everyone.
No. Tell him to say your time is up.
There you go. Let's see.
Your time.
See, this is his charger. He talks. Say, hello.
Your time
Hello.
is up. His time is now.
You want to say I am over?
God, that kid must have got his looks from his mom.
Bye. Say bye bye. Bye bye. See you.
Goodbye, kid that looks way more like his mom than his dad.
All right. Go to CocoSports.com. And with that, I am over.
Is he adopted?
No, just my wife's better looking than I am. All right. Say bye bye.